Now this video is for solution for the test 1 on circle. So see first question. Seg RM and seg RN are tangent segment of a circle with center O. Prove that seg OR bisect angle EMRN as well as angle EMON. So here we have to show this seg OR. So this seg OR bisect angle EMRN as well as angle EMON. That means this OR is angle bisector. So see the answer, how to write the answer. In triangle EMOR and triangle ENOR, this EMR and this ENR are the tangents from same external points, so they are congruents. So we write here EMR equals to ENR, tangent from same external point are congruent to each other. Now next, this OR congruent with OR, that is common side of that triangle. Therefore we see third condition, this OM equals to ON, because this is the radius of this circle. So in these two triangle EMOR and ENOR, first EMR equals to ENR, second OR equals to OR, and third OM equals to ON. That implies triangle EMOR congruent with triangle ENOR by ES test. That implies angle ROM equals to angle RON. So this angle ROM and angle RON are congruent, are equal. Hence prove that seg OR bisect angle EMRN as well as angle EMON. So from this we say this OR bisect angle EMRN and angle EMON. Now see second question. Two circles of radii 5.5 cm and 4.2 cm touch each other externally. Find the distance between their centers. So two circles are touching each other externally. We know that if the circle touch each other externally, distance between their center is equal to the sum of their radii. So we write here distance between their centers equals to 5.5 cm plus 4.2 cm, that is 9.7 cm. Now see third question. In figure 3.28, the circles with center A and B touch each other at A. Line is a common tangent which touches the circle at C and D respectively. Find the length of seg CD if the radii in figure 3.28 of the circle are 4 cm and 6 cm. So we first write here given part. Given that two circles with center A and B touch each other externally, we know that if the circle touch each other externally, distance between their center is equal to the sum of their radii. So here center of first circle is A, center of second circle is B. So the distance between these two center A and B, so we add AB equals to 4 plus 6, that is 10 cm. In triangle ABC, a right angle at A, this triangle ABC is right angle at A. So we use the Pythagoras theorem for calculating the value of BC. BC square equals to CA square plus AB square. Using Pythagoras theorem, substitute the value of CA, substitute the value of AB. So we write here BC square equals to 4 square plus 10 square, because this AB we calculate, that is distance between the two center 10 cm. CA is the radius of this circle, so we substitute CA equals to 4, and this AB we calculate 10, so substitute 10. So writing it square, 4 square is 16, 10 square is 100, so its addition we get BC equals to 116. We required the value of BC, so taking square root on both sides, we write BC equals to in root 116 centimeter. Now in triangle DBC, angle BDC equals to 90 degree, because D is the point of contact of tangent CD to the circle center B. So in previous diagram we write from that BC square equals to CD square plus DB square, again using Pythagoras theorem. So we write CD square equals to 116 minus this DB square as 6 square. So calculating this 116 minus 36, taking square root, we get CD equals to 80. So this 80 can be written as 16 5s are 80. So we write square root of 16 as 4 and 5 in root as it is. So in this way we solve question number 3. Now see question number 4. In figure 3.37, point GDEF are concyclic point of circle with center C. Angle ECF equals to 70 degree. This angle ECF equals to 70 degree. Measure of arc DGF equals to 200 degree. This DGF is equals to 200 degree. Find measure of arc DE. We have to find this measure of arc DE and measure of arc DEF. So first we find measure of arc DF. So see here, given part, given angle ECF equals to 70 degree. This angle ECF equals to 70 degree and measure of arc DGF. This measure of arc DGF equals to 200 degree. We know that measure arc equals to 360 degree minus measure of minor arc. So minor arc is here DGF. So we substitute 360 minus measure of arc DF, that is 200. So we substitute 360 minus 200, we get measure of arc DF, that is equals to 160 degree. So the angle DCF is equals to 160 degree. Since the measure of minor arc is the measure of its central angle, so by central angle property we know that central angle and measure of arc are same. So measure of arc DEF equals to 160 degree. So angle DCE equals to angle DCF minus angle ECF. So from this total angle we subtract this angle which we given 70 degree ECF. So we get the angle DCE. So substitute the value, we get angle DCE which is 90 degree. The measure of a minor arc is the measure of its central angle. So measure of arc DE equals to 90 degree. Now see question number 5th. In figure 3.58, this is figure 3.58, sec RS is the diameter of the circle. This RS is diameter of circle and O is center of this circle. Point T lies in the exterior of the circle. This point T is exterior to this circle. Prove that angle RTS is an acute angle. This angle RTS we have to show acute angle. So for that we make construction. We join point R with T and point S with T, and point of intersection of RT and TS to the circle we denote by small p and small q here. So see here, given RS is the diameter, that implies angle ROS is equals to 180 degree. This angle ROS is equals to 180 degree. Therefore measure of arc RS equals to 180 degree. Now angle RTS is an external angle. This angle RTS is an external angle. So by using external angle property, we say angle RTS equals to half of measure of arc RS minus measure of arc PQ. So we calculate the angle RTS by using the measure of arc, that is the difference of major arc and minor arc, which are measured. So the here arc RS is major arc and this inscribed arc PQ is minor arc. For this, so we write here half of measure of arc RS minus measure of arc PQ. So measure of arc RS is 180 degree. Measure of arc PQ. So see here, we substitute the value of measure of arc RS as 180. So when we multiply by 1 by 2 to this bracket, we get 90 minus 1 by 2 measure of arc PQ. Hence angle RTS is an acute angle. That means when we subtract angle from 90 degree, so this angle RTS we get which is less than 90 degree, that means the angle subtended or angle RTS is acute angle. Now see the last question. In figure 3.78, chord EMN and chord RS intersect at point D. This EMN and RS intersect at point D. First condition, if RD equals to 15, this RD equals to 15, DS is equals to 4, we have EMD is equals to 8, we have to find DN. Now these two chords intersect at point D. So we use the theorem of chord intersecting inside the circles. So see here, answer of first, given RD equals to 15, DS equals to 4, EMD equals to 8. So we write here EMD into DN equals to RD into DS. This property is known as theorem of chords intersecting inside the circles. That implies, that means when we substitute EMD as 8, DN we have to find RD as 15, DS as 4. So when we divide this 8 by 4, we get 4 to the 8. So transferring this 2 to right hand side, we get DN equals to 15 by 2, that is 7 by 7.5. Now in second sub question, this RS is equals to 18 is given. So we have to find from that the value of RD and value of DS. So we consider here value of RD as x, then value of DS is 18 minus x. If we consider DS as x, then this RD is 18 minus x. So we consider here RD as x. So we write here RS equals to 18, let RD equals to x and DS is equals to 18 minus x. So by the property EMD into DN is equals to RD into DS, that is EMD into DN equals to RD into DS. This property is known as theorem of chords intersecting inside the circles. So we replace the value of EMD as 8, value of DN as 9, RD we consider x and DS we calculate as 18 minus x. So multiply by x to right hand side, we get x into 18, that is 18x, x into minus x, we get minus x square. Just we write RHS in LHS and LHS in RHS, 8 9 are 72. Now transfer this both the terms to RHS, we get plus x square minus 18x and 72 as it is, and which is equals to 0. Now this is quadratic equation. So we factorize this and we get the factors 12 6 are 72 and we require minus 18. So we take factor as minus 12 minus 6. That implies x equals to 12 or x equals to 6. So ds equals to 6 or ds equals to 12.